Oh boy, glory to Jesus Christ. So, these are my first impressions, my reaction to the debate between Joe Heschmeyer, who goes by Shameless Popery, and Ryan, I don't know how to say his last name, from needgot.net on the Apologetic Dog YouTube channel. They debated whether or not baptism by water saves. Joe took the Catholic position. Ryan took some kind of weird, mutilated Protestant position that a lot of Protestants don't even take. I don't know. But the whole debate was just hilariously bad for Ryan. Joe mopped the floor with him on basically every topic. Joe went to the verses that very clearly explain that baptism saves, and then also went to the Old Testament references that foreshadow baptism. There's a very clear motif of cleansing by water throughout. Ryan would completely ignore those verses and jump to the faith alone stuff, completely ignoring the verses about baptism, completely ignoring the nuances about baptism by fire or baptism by blood or baptism by desire or anything like that. He would just jump to the faith alone stuff, just really low-hanging fruit, typical Protestant arguments, completely ignoring the verses that are directly in front of him. And then when Joe made him directly address verses like Mark 16:16, which specifically says that belief and baptism save you, he tried to question the legitimacy of those verses. So it was really, really pathetic. He was trying to act like he could pick what verses were legitimate and what were not. He was doing the same thing that Protestants did at the beginning of the Reformation, where they were starting to remove books that they didn't agree with, books that opposed their theology. Well, Ryan was doing the same thing tonight, basically removing verses from the debate that he didn't agree with, verses that are in Protestant versions of the Bible. And then most of the mods were just severely biased towards Ryan. And then they were trying to tell all the Catholics not to call anyone names in the comments, but they were letting people call us pagans. And then one of the mods called us goddess worshippers. So it was ridiculous. And then they put like a timer on the comments, and it was insane. The whole debate was horrible for Ryan. Joe won. End of.